yeah, 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 look, ball player, no watching from the side. Said that you got him next, well go ahead and show him why. No limits in the sky, go ahead and take your shot. This one is for the city, let's show him how we rock. Coaches used to call my phone, what you doing, just got home.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Up Next, the podcast where we tell you who's up next in youth sports. Today we're tackling football, so it should be fun. I'm Jamal Murphy. Of course, I got my co-host Khalid Green in the house. What's up, man?
Peace, man. Just happy to do a different sport other than basketball, man. You know, I love basketball, but football is one of my favorite sports. So,
well, we've had a few football. Just basketball has been drowning everything lately. So
absolutely. Time to hit that turf.
Yeah, no question about it. So, but we got a good one today. We got one of the top QBs in the senior class out of Searcy, Arkansas. His name is Caden Sipe. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, sir.
I was scared for a second. I was like, oh, you never know. But he's a quarterback, class of 2021. He's currently at Harding Academy High School. 4.2 GPA. So, we're dealing with a smart guy right here. We'll tell you that from jump. He's 3A All-State out there. And most recently, he won a state championship and threw a record this has to be a record, 8 TDs, 430 yards, and was 20 for 27 passing. Caden, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, shout out to EA Sports and Madden, because those are Madden numbers, man. Those are not normal numbers, and it was a state championship game.
Yeah.
So, that was for all the marbles, man.
That was a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. He must have the clutch gene. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I got to start there. Like, what happened, man? Like, how did you pull that off? 8 touchdowns, 430 yards in the state championship. You got to tell me how you did it and how you feel about it.
So we went in. It was a lot of game plan going into it, and we went in really confident because our coach had drawn us up a good game plan, and then we were really just executing it, and the numbers show that, and it shows a lot of good stats for me, but it was really me and my teammates all together. It was my teammates and my coaches, and ever since the game, we've been pumped. We were working for that state championship. We were back to back, so 2 in a row to end my career was a lot of fun for our senior class.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and you're a smart man. I read one of your quotes where you gave a lot of praise to the offensive line, man. So you
sure,
definitely that 4.0 that 4.0 definitely comes in handy, man.
Yeah.
We got some big boys up front protecting me. I got to give
I
credit.
can see that.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can throw 8 TDs without protection from the line.
No shot.
Yeah, so that's a great thing. And so back-to-back states, and you were captain of the team last year also as a junior?
Yes, sir. I was the first junior captain in our school's history.
Wow. So we'll take you back even further. So tell us, how when did you start playing football, and when did you really get that love for it that you have now?
So my whole family has always loved football, and so ever since I was little, when I was in kindergarten, I wanted to be a professional punter in the NFL. So since I was little, I've loved football. A little bit different position when I was younger, but I've been playing it my whole life. I started playing competitive football, like just tackle stuff, in 4th grade, and I've loved it ever since.
And were you always a quarterback?
Yes, sir. I've always been a quarterback. Except my sophomore year, I played receiver because we had a good senior starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And what did he go on to play? Did that quarterback go on to play Division I?
He went to play basketball, Division II basketball.
Oh, okay.
Basketball was his love, so he was really good at it, and he's doing some big things down at Harding University playing some basketball.
Okay.
Good stuff. So, tell us your evolution that from 4th grade into high school. Did you play in like really competitive leagues, or I guess it was all tackle.
Mm-hmm.
You you didn't, I guess your fourth grade isn't that young, so it wasn't like you started out playing flag or anything like that. But what was your career like? From fourth grade to high school, like was it really competitive?
Fourth grade, I started just kind of our school league. They had the senior high team would run a little peewee league for our school. So tackle league, just me and my friends playing. And then sixth grade, I joined the city league football team, and we've had some good players go through there. So that was competitive for as competitive as a sixth grade team could be, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then seventh grade, I've been at the same school since seventh grade. I moved here in fourth and third grade. I mean, so it's been the same conference seventh grade on, and really we've played some good teams, and especially at some of the team camps we've gone to. And so a lot of my teammates, we played together for a while, so it's been kind of the same competition from then on.
Mm-hmm.
So have you played any other sports like other than football?
Yeah, I'm about to start my basketball season, and I used to play soccer and baseball, and I was on a swim team a while ago. So
Okay.
I really love all sports, but right now it's just football and basketball.
And what position do you play in basketball?
I play everywhere in basketball. I'm pretty athletic, so my coach moves me around. We have a smaller team, so 6'2", could either be a guard or a lot of the times it goes in that post because of the shorter team.
Right.
So tell me about Arkansas. I'm assuming it's a I have a feeling it's a big football state. Am I right?
For sure. We a lot of just the whole South, really. We love our football. We take high school pretty seriously, a lot more serious than a lot of other places in the country. So we don't have, it's not like Texas or anything where it's just we're pumping out 5-star recruits all the time. But I mean, everybody takes it serious down here.
Yeah, I saw. I read at your game you had almost 3,000 fans. I mean, that's a lot of fans for a high school game, man. So
It was. We
yeah,
I think it was a few more last year and this year. So we're the second smallest division for football, second smallest conference. So bringing out 3,000 for our conference was a pretty big deal. It's a lot. It's really exciting. I love playing in front of as many people as I can. I love the pressure that brings.
right.
As we see, as we see. Yeah, 3,000. We don't get that for a football game in Brooklyn. I don't think in high school.
Right. We get 300. We're doing real well, man.
No doubt about it. So, tell me how your high school career evolved. So you said, like you said, you were playing wide receiver as a sophomore. Tell me, how and then you became the starting quarterback as a junior. Where you said you were the only captain as a junior in the school's history. So, tell me about how your high school career is going.
So it kind of started my freshman year. I played on our junior high team, but every day after our junior high practice, I was also the second string on our senior high. So I'd have 2 practices a day my entire freshman year. And I couldn't go in or I'd lose my eligibility for junior high. But so I got to practice with the senior high all my 9th grade year. And at the end of the season, I got to move up and play a little bit when in kind of our blowout games. And then so going into my sophomore year, my coach told me pretty early on that he wasn't going to allow me to compete for the quarterback job, and he wanted me to play a starting receiver slot that we needed. So we went into that, and before the season, I got a concussion, and I didn't tell anybody. So I played the first game of the season with a concussion, and that kind of made it worse. And so I missed 4 games, I think, due to a concussion, and I went back in. My first game back, got another concussion, missed another game and a half because of that, and then we lost second round of playoffs that year. We went 7-4, just kind of a mediocre year. And then after that, our quarterback graduated, and that's when I knew it was kind of my time to take over. And that year, we lost a lot of people in our senior class. We moved some people around, and really my class going into junior year, we kind of all knew we had new roles going in, and we took that really serious. We worked really hard, and we went down to LSU for a football team camp. And that's when we kind of realized, like, well, we have a shot to be pretty good. We competed with some pretty big names down there. And so we were feeling good going into the season. And then junior season, we went undefeated, won state. It was a really big year for us. We averaged the second most points in Arkansas history. I think it was like 50.2 points per game. And then our coach tried to make our schedule a little more competitive for our senior year. So he scheduled a game going to Memphis, Tennessee to play against a good Briarcrest Christian school. And that was my only loss as a quarterback. So I'm 27-1 as a quarterback right now. And we missed all our team camps this summer because of COVID and everything. And that really kind of set us back a little. I think it helped us peak late in the season, though. I think we peaked in our state championship game. And I think that's because we had to peak later because we missed all of our summer stuff.
What tell us about the summer regimen? Like, you know, I know you say you went to LSU. What did you miss this last summer? What camps would you have, you know, probably gone to?
So personally, I had a few visits lined up, a few personal workouts. I was going to go down to Georgia Tech and do a workout and take a visit. And I was going to go to Illinois and do a workout and take a visit. And then team-wise, we were headed to Auburn's team camp that they held. And we were really excited about that. We try to go to one big one every year to play against some really good competition and get ready for the season. And then a big thing we missed was kind of our local 7-on-7s. There's one in Arkansas called the Shootout of the South. And that's for pretty much all the good teams at Arkansas play there. And we love going and we love competing. So we missed a lot of our 7-on-7s in our Auburn team camp.
Mm.
How do you guys stack up against you know, the higher divisions in Arkansas?
So we are the size of the smallest football division, but since we're a private school, we play up one division. So numbers wise, I mean, we're way smaller than everybody. Athletically, we're not near as athletic as a lot of these teams, but I think it's because just our guys play for each other, and really we've been able to stack up against some of the bigger teams. We've beaten multiple teams in the conference ahead of us, and at 7-on-7, we beat teams much bigger than us. We beat the defending 5A state champions in 7-on-7 going into my junior season. And so really we've been able to match up better than we should have. You add in the front seven and some of those schools, make it a little more of a gap between us,
Right.
for sure.
Right.
But we stack up pretty well.
What kind of quarterback are you? Are you a, you know, in the pocket quarterback? Do you? Because I see you also ran for 113 yards. So
Yes, sir.
you know, there's a lot. That says a lot. So what kind of, you know, how would you describe yourself as a quarterback?
I'm mostly a pocket passer, but I like to think if you don't account for me in the run game, I'll make you pay for it for sure.
Right.
My favorite thing to do is scramble and extend plays, not necessarily running the ball with my legs, but kind of just getting out of the pocket and making something happen and throwing the ball downfield, keeping my eyes downfield. My receivers know when I take off out of the pocket to get open, and a lot of our big plays come off of that.
Wow.
Who's your favorite quarterback of all time?
My favorite quarterback of all time. Growing up, I always liked Eli Manning. Since I was about 3, I randomly decided that I liked the Giants. I didn't live there or anything, but I've been a Giants ever since. So I had this big old Eli Manning fat head on my wall for all of my elementary years.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're my brother in depression right now, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's been rough the past.
Yeah, it's been rough. I had a therapist for this situation, man.
Hey, they're still in it, man. You know,
Yeah,
it's the NFC East.
Yeah, the NFC least actually.
Yeah, for sure. Best team's got about 1 win this year.
Yeah.
So what is your future looking like? You know, what are your future aspirations? What are you thinking about in terms of college, you know, the next level? And do you think the pandemic hurt you in that area in terms of like recruiting and having, you know, maybe you would have decided by now what school?
Right. So at this point, I'm hoping that a school takes a chance on me, like kind of a bigger school taking a chance on me before signing day. I really think I could go compete at the next level, and if none of those opportunities come open for me, I'm thinking about trying to walk on maybe at the University of Arkansas, earning myself a scholarship and seeing what I can do. But I think the pandemic did hurt me because a lot of the schools that talked to me, they hadn't seen me in person, and they said a lot of schools wanted me to come down for a personal visit so that I could do a workout for them. They could see how I throw, see how natural it came out of my hand and stuff like that. And so I think it did hurt me not being able to take those kind of personal workouts, and then they couldn't come see me throughout the season because the dead period was extended, I think, through the end of February now. So I think it did hurt me in that aspect, but I'm still hoping some more opportunities pop up for me between now and the final signing day.
Is there a particular kind of system that you think you fit best?
I think kind of a up tempo spread offense that likes to throw the ball down the field would be best for me. But I also think I'm a quick learner with kind of a variety of skills. So I think anywhere that would want me, I could fit in.
Good stuff. And what about the? I mean, I would assume you have NFL dreams also. You know, what what do you think about in terms of that? Like, have you always wanted to play in the NFL?
I wanted to play. I definitely wanted to play in the NFL from when I was little. I'm not sure how realistic those dreams are. Kind of, I think it depends on what opportunities open up for me and kind of how hard I go after it. Because it's a sacrifice to put in the time and effort to try to get to that level, and definitely it's competitive. So you don't know how much that's going to pay off. And so I think I've definitely always wanted to do that, and I think it's kind of realizing how realistic that would be depending on the circumstances.
What are your other interests outside of playing sports?
A lot of sports take up a lot of my time. I have a really big family. I have 6 siblings, and we also do foster care, so we always have a few extra at the house. So I spend a lot of time with my family. I'm really close to my brothers, especially. And then I like watching movies, and then pretty much that and schoolwork takes up all my time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and tell us how do you get a 4.2 GPA? I'm not sure how that goes.
The point 2 must be the extra credit.
I take a few weighted classes that are worth more than a 4.0, and getting A's in those kind of bumps you up over a 4.0.
Right.
So my parents expect a lot from me academically before athletically, so they expect all A's from me.
Nice.
And that's got to expand your options in terms of college also, right?
It does, especially if I'm wanting to walk on somewhere, I could get more academic money going on. So I'm not paying the full price of tuition. I could get a few academic scholarships, so that helps for sure.
It doesn't hurt that you had 30 on the ACT also, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
That can't hurt.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, thanks. I'll say thanks for taking some time out to talk to us. We can get to know you. We'll be watching. We'll be rooting for you. From the looks of it and the sounds of it, I feel like you'll accomplish what you want to accomplish at a big school or wherever you go. So
right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
No,
if nothing else, he'll be on Madden with those numbers, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be nice.
Yes, Caden Sipe, QB class of 2021 out of Harding Academy High School in Searcy, Arkansas. Like we said, he had a monster state championship game, 430 yards on 22 of 27 passing and 8. That's right, I said 8 TDs.
Back-to-back states.
Back-to-back states, that's right. So good luck. Like I said, we'll be watching.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Caden.
Take care. All right. Hopefully someone gives them a look. I don't think not everybody can put those numbers up. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 8 touchdowns. Like I said, man, I haven't seen 8 touchdowns since I played Madden back in 21 when I was 21 years old. And I still don't think I got 8.
That was a different Madden.
That was a different Madden. I don't even know, if that's possible on these Maddens these days. But
yeah.
Shout out to Caden, man. We appreciate him coming on. He's won 2 back-to-back state championships. That's a hell of a feat. And he's trying to walk on to some of these schools, local schools in his area, and I hope he gets it done.
Yeah, and University of Arkansas, that's SEC, so that'd be big time if he can do that. And the pandemic hurt him, and we're gonna hear that a lot, I think, in all sports.
Right.
I can't imagine if I was a junior or senior in high school losing a year, or half a year, or some of your opportunity. That's rough.
Yeah. So hopefully, our Up Next platform gives them a voice to, let people know that they're out there, they want to be recruited, and, we're trying to help them in that area.
No doubt. So thanks again for listening to another episode of Up Next Keep following, keep supporting the program, keep subscribing, keep listening, of course. Follow us on social media, on Instagram at UpNextPod, on Twitter at UpNext_pod. And as far as the podcast, we'll be back next week with some more fire for sure.
Peace, everyone.